Thanks for checking out episode 4 of CartridgeBros Player Reviews. Today we are going to talk about Vanquish by Platinum Games. Let's take a look.
Vanquish is a third-person shooter created by Shinji Mikami and Platinum Games, the same company who brought us Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and the highly anticipated Wonderful 101 on the Wii U. Vanquish was published by Sega and released on both the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The game takes place in the future, during a time when Earth's resources are limited and each country is fighting for their piece of the pie. In an unprecedented move, a group of Russian terrorists attack and capture a space station with a major solar generator, which had been built and launched by the USA to be used as an alternate source of energy. The Russians are led by uber-villain Viktor Zaitsev, who just so happens to share the last name with another well-known Russian of the Second World War, who also was the focus of a mediocre movie from a few years back. Unlike the sniper previously mentioned, Victor is sufficiently Russian-looking and also happens to be meaner than a bag full of hornets. The story plays out pretty much how you'd expect an 80s movie about a Russian invasion would, with predictable plot, twists, and I use that term loosely, and shallow characters that are just expected to portray the tough soldier. Something that actually bothered me was with the voice acting. All of the male leads talk as if they gargled a glass full of jagged metal Crustios, although, based on how much Sam smokes, it's no wonder the future is full of gravelly voiced meatheads.
Miss me, sweetheart. Jesus, you...
Despite the average story, the ending took me by surprise, and I found myself really enjoying how the game wrapped up. For anyone that gives Vanquish a shot, I suggest sticking through the 10-ish hours of gameplay just for the ending. Like most Platinum Games titles, Vanquish really shines in the gameplay. At first, it feels like any of a dozen third-person shooters, and I wasn't overly impressed. You have your generic assortment of weapons, assault rifle, sniper rifle, shotgun, grenade, etc., and you duck behind walls and shoot generic color-coded baddies from safety. And then sometime around the 1 hour mark, you start to realize that this isn't your grandmother's shooter. The enemies get tougher, and some gain the ability to destroy your conveniently placed shoulder-height walls. This is when Vanquish really flourishes, because it forces you to delve deeper into the unique mechanics of the game. One of the features is the ability to dodge an attack and then have your suit switch into Augment Reaction Mode, AR mode, which works like bullet time a la The Matrix. But wait, that's not all. Just when you think you've mastered it, you start to mix in the slide. Like another future hero, Sam has the ability to slide at ridiculously high speeds into or out of combat. When firing your weapon from this position, the game speed slows to symbolize how much faster you are actually moving. I can honestly say that I haven't had this much fun with a third-person shooter in a very long time. Possibly not ever. As the challenges increase, it just pushes you that much more to mix it up between ducking cover, dodging, and power sliding through the levels. In one particular level, your suit is in danger of overheating, the method by which they keep you from being in AR mode the entirety of the game, and I found myself having to play like a regular third-person shooter. It felt sluggish, slow, and there were so many enemies on the screen that I just kept praying the end was around the next bend. Vanquish is a beautiful game. Unlike other games from this genre, where the theme seems to be gray, brown, and black, this game pops with vibrant color and great textures. The backgrounds are exceptionally gorgeous. Unfortunately, you don't often get a chance to take them in while doing Mach 9 across a bridge on your knees. The enemies, all of whom are robots, are very well designed, and along with the color coding for type, they each have their own distinctive look. As far as music goes, I'm not even sure Vanquish had any. I guess that can be attributed to the great sound effects of the weapon fire, explosions, and your boosters. I would be hard-pressed to recognize even a single clip of music at this time, and it's only an hour since I set down the controller. The voice acting, however, as stated earlier, is over the top and a bit foolish.
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
All in all, Vanquish, the first game directed by Shinji Mikami for Platinum, was a treat visually and to play. The responsive controls make your quick reactions all the more satisfying because the game moves just as fast as you want it to. The story, while generic, had a nice ending, and I definitely recommend this game to anyone who is a fan of the genre. Or anyone who is tired of burly, slow-paced shooters, give Vanquish a shot and see if you can keep up. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked what you saw, please comment and subscribe. If there are any other games you'd like seen covered in the future, just let us know and we'll see what we can do. This has been a CartridgeBros Player 1 Reviews. Until next time.
I think I'll take the monorail. You and your goddamn rides.